Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today's recipe, pumpkin cranberry oatmeal cookies. I had craving for it and I decided to use the opportunity to also record it on my channel and share this recipe with you. Welcome to my kitchen and thank you for watching. For today's recipe, I will need some maple extract, 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 egg plus egg yolk, 1 full cup of pumpkin puree, 1 tablespoon of orange zest, 2 cups of flour, which should be around 240 grams, 3/4 of a cup of oats, 1 full cup of cranberries. And with this, if you open a package and the cranberries are very dry, soak them in water for a few minutes first. Make them a little bit softer, pat them dry, and then incorporate into the recipe. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. And these are the ingredients I need for today. And what I want to do first is put a pinch of salt in my flour, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice into it also, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of baking powder and teaspoon of baking soda, and then give it a stir. Okay, set it aside. This will go on the end. Okay, and now time for the other ingredients. Cup of sugar, egg and egg yolk, 2 sticks of butter, softened. Come on. And pumpkin puree. And a drop of maple extract. And now I just want to mix it for a few minutes so the sugar incorporates really well with the other ingredients. After a few minutes, I want to put that orange zest in. Okay, and that's enough. Okay, it takes maybe 6 minutes. I just want to clean this so I don't waste any of the goodies. Okay, and now you can see it is mixed really well. I can add the dry ingredients. Well, before I do that, I want to set my oven to 350. Okay, and now I want to put the cranberries in, oats, and flour. And just gently fold the flour in. Important thing here is don't over mix it. And the butter needs to be softened, really, really soft. If you need to put it in the microwave for a few seconds, not runny, but very soft. You want it to incorporate with the pumpkin and sugar really well. If you put colder butter, you will have lump pieces in it, so it won't work. Another thing I would like to mention is flours are not created equal. Some of them contain more protein than others. Some of them incorporate liquid faster than others. So really pay attention how consistency looks, how thick or thin your dough is, to know for sure if you need more flour or not. That is very, very important. I use different kind of flours and sometimes from the Polish grocery store because I'm from Poland. And it's not the same as the flour that I buy here. Once it's all mixed, I will come really close to show you the consistency of this dough. I hope you can see it well. I know it's hard on a video, but it's gooey, it's soft, not runny, just gooey and soft. For soft cookies, that's the consistency you want. If you want your cookies to be more on the harder side, then you would need to put a tiny bit more flour to it. But for soft cookies, that's the gooey texture you need. So I usually do 2 tablespoons, which is about 35 grams. So I will just measure it using this because I want my cookies to be the same size. Later on, I will pack it and have clients waiting for those. So for me, it is important that all of them are about the same size. So 35 grams each. And I will just skip to the next step so you don't have to watch me doing this for a long time. And from this recipe, I have about 34 cookies. I sprinkled some of them with cinnamon sugar. And now they will go into the oven, 350, for about 14 minutes or so. But the indication they're ready when you see a little brownish color on the edges and on the bottom. So here we go, ready to go in. I will set my timer for 12 minutes for the first check. Okay, and those are ready. For me, it took exactly 14 minutes. And because I put cinnamon sugar on top, the one tray will seem like it's darker, but it's because of the cinnamon. And here I will come closer and just show you the edges to start browning. And this is when I know my cookies are ready to be taken out. Okay, and a closer look. This is the tray with cookies that I put some brown cinnamon sugar on top. And the other tray is without the cinnamon sugar. And how do I know my cookies are ready? When I see that brownish around and on top. That's how I know those are done. Okay, a few more minutes, and once they cool off, I will break one in half and come closer with the camera. I guess my third tray is ready now. I can hear the oven. So I will have one plain without nothing on top, one with the cinnamon sugar, and the third tray I will put some icing on. I have 1 cup of powdered sugar, pinch of cinnamon in here, and 1 tablespoon of hot water. Mix it really well until there's no lumps, and I'll just pour it on top of those cookies. Okay, time to break one in half. Okay, and here it is. Very soft, sweet, and delicious. Thank you for watching. Enjoy it. I would like to let you know why I am a big fan of using scale instead of the cups. I do put measurements in cups, so it's easier. As you know, I'm from Europe, so everything for me is in grams. And here in United States, any recipes you have is usually in cups. But I want you to pay attention to one thing, so take it as a tip. I learned by mistakes because I've done it before. So I have put together a flour, the same flour, all-purpose flour, into the same measuring cups. Exactly 2 cups in here and exactly 2 cups in here. But I want to measure it using the scale and show you if there is a difference and how much of a difference it can be. So here is the first 2 cups of flour, as you can see, 2 cups. And here is exactly 2 cups, all around, no cheating. And I will turn on, and there's nothing here. My scale, so it's set to 0. Maybe I should show you. So it's set to 0. If you can see. Okay, and I will put the first 2 cups in. And it says it is 248 grams. So now I will take this into a different cup, and it's empty. Put it back. It comes back to 0. And now the other 2 cups. All of it. And this one is 314. So now you can see that 2 cups are not created equal, right? They do not measure on a scale the same. So why is that? Well, it's all about handling the flour. If we are gentle with it, the flour is fluffy, it's light, and then 2 cups, nice fluffy flour. If you handle the flour, shake it, kind of bang it, on the surface somewhere, it loses its volume because it becomes dense. So you keep adding to have exactly 2 cups, right? Well, but it's much, much more heavier. It's much, much more flour that you need. So if you ever had a cake and you tried to follow the measurements and directions and the cake wasn't quite the way you hoped, it wasn't as fluffy, it wasn't as delicate, it wasn't as soft, well, maybe because there was too much flour. So it's just a tip, and I hope you will find it helpful to kind of pay attention to how we handle flours. I know how it is when you bake something and you put your heart into it, time into it, and then it doesn't come out the way you hope for. And it's frustrating. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching.